record. You guys been asking for this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dorky Dad Editing Shed Tour. She's a beaut. She's a beaut. Guys, this is my space, my happy place, my creative mojo dojo casa house. This is it. This is the editing shed. Now, I'm just going to stand here and tell you guys all about it. Again, this is a nice fisheye lens, so you're pretty much able to see everything except for what's directly behind you. And we're just going to go over it today and do a walkthrough. Again, we'll have B-roll to kind of sprinkle things as we talk about it. But I just feel like this shot is perfect. And it also encapsulates why I love this space so damn much, is that I've got my camera hanging from the freaking ceiling. I've got my second camera hanging from another shelf rafter over here. Like, this space just... It's no secret that I've loved Casey Neistat. He's been a huge inspiration. He's been a huge inspiration for everyone. There's so much of him in here, plus all of the things that I like and the way that I do things. This shed is unapologetically me, and I love that. Now, the shed is a couple years old at this point, and I've kind of flushed out most of the kinks, plus just fully embraced that this space will never be finished, and that's half of the joy of it. Started building it like early 22, and I regret to say I don't have a whole lot of information that I saved as I was going through this build process. And I don't have a lot of footage of going through this build process. It was a project that I asked my dad if he would want to help me, not because I wouldn't have done it by myself, but because I just thought, hey, Pops, maybe you'd want to get in on this and have a little father-son bonding time. And he's retired. He jumped on it immediately and wanted to help me. And it just turned into this incredible project that we sunk so many hours in and had so much fun doing together. I loved it. Dad, I don't know if you're watching, but cherished memories from getting to build this and like how much it means to me as a creative person. So I don't know, just really awesome. And yeah, therefore I wish I had more from the building process and remembering like all of the cost and the breakdown and all of that stuff, but it just so quickly turned into like a real touching grass memory that I didn't do much of that. And I'm really bad at that. When I really get into my zone personally on finding things that are memory focused, and I have a hard time separating. So I didn't film next to anything of building this, but let's talk some details and let's talk about the shed. This is a 9-foot by 12-foot space, which is bigger than my old office in the house. So that's super sweet. It's a shed kit that I bought off of Home Depot. So it didn't come with the floorboards, which I was frustrated to find in the build process, but came with all the walls, all of everything except for the insulation, which I bought after the fact. I decided to insulate this to try to, again, make it a little more comfortable in the summer and winter months. I do have solar panels on the roof running into the big bad boy EcoFlow generator in the corner over here. Hopefully you can't hear it because of amazing background noise canceling AI tools. We're living in the future as editors. But yeah, it's basically like a big RV generator, and I've got those solar panels running in there with just the hopes that I can run in this shed as much as possible, being off-grid, trying to be as much off-grid as I humanly can, just because I think that's cool. I've always loved solar power. Just feels amazing. So yeah, this grid mostly runs off of solar for probably a good, 80% of the year. Winter time is when it struggles the most because it's freaking cold and we don't get a lot of sun. So otherwise, has an air conditioner in the wall over there. So in the summertime, I can stay nice and cool. It's way too loud, unfortunately, but keeps me cool. And then, yeah, we're able to run all of the lights that we use for creativity, all the computers and whatnot. And it's just sweet. I love the solar powered aspect. I think it's so cool. But I think with that, let's start going through. Again, I'm going to kind of just stand here and direct through this whole process, and then through the magic of editing and B-roll, I will show specifics of what I'm talking about. So when you first come into the shed with the doors, they're probably the barest part of the shed right now, because I basically have reached a point where they are going to be just sticker, Jake, curator wall, anything that, logos, stuff I like that I can cut out and stick on a wall. That is what this is becoming. I've got anything from, coffee stickers from coffee companies that I like, to an old motherboard from one of my old PCs in college, to this hilarious picture of my dog as an astronaut that my wife got me. So I don't know. It's very eclectic. And again, like, I'm going to be totally honest. You guys are going to hear this. Hopefully, I'll just say it now and not repeat myself. I used to be very wear black, minimalist type person, and I don't think that my wardrobe has changed too drastically, but the shed and this space is just a disaster. It's mayhem, it's chaos, and I didn't think I liked this, and then I realized that I do like it like this. So the decoration is absolutely atrocious. So again, I hope you guys like it, because I love it, but I could definitely see all of my minimalist black and white super clean desk setup people just having a freaking aneurysm watching this video. So you're welcome, people. So yeah, that's kind of my plans with the door right now. I've got my guitar hanging up behind there. Push-up bar that, sometimes I use. We're trying to maybe fight the dad bod just a tad lately. Right to the left here, we've got the Lego shed. Shelf. Not shed. I might need to build a specific Lego shed. Newest edition, I still need to build some of the Legos that are over there. I love this thing. I've been a huge Lego fan my entire life, so to have a dedicated shelf for Legos is truly incredible. Below that, we have the exercise bike that can fold up and kind of take up less space. It's not the greatest, most resistant exercise bike, but I can sweat doing just about anything, so it's good for me to have in the wintertime when I can't ride or go on a run or whatever the case may be. Also have some weights in here, again, just to let you know that, though I may look and behave exactly like a dad, we're trying to maybe look a little less daddy-o, but I don't know. I like pasta, so we'll see where we get. A little bit more to the left here, we've got one of my favorite Star Wars posters of all time. Lots of other kind of random decor here. My mom's old film camera that she took all of our family memories with. She gave it to me and I was like, yes, I want this. I want to be able to look at it every day to inspire me. Some photos of my grandpa and my degree from college, in which I which I majored in computer science. And that's what I do full time. Creative stuff is, again, just for fun. I just love this stuff. So shelves for storage. Nothing here is really organized. And the reason why this is extra bad is because over to the right here is a dresser. It's actually my wife and I's old dresser that we didn't want anymore. We upgraded, and I said I would love to have some real drawers for some real storage space. So trying to get everything organized in here. Lenses, batteries, clamps, all of that stuff, trying to really refine what I've got going on in this dresser, and then hopefully freeing up space with this shelf over here. We'll see how that goes. Again, it's constantly a work in progress. I could probably make this video at least once a year, and it would probably look different. This is the first time this layout in general has stuck, which is why I wanted to make this video. But that's no guarantee. That's kind of what we've got for storage. Real quick before we get to the meat and potatoes, there's obviously storage up here. This all could be so much better organized. It's definitely a disaster, but just random storage stuff up here. Both filmmaking and life, and then tools over here on this shelf, plus some, again, decor, Star Wars decor over there. Thermometer on the wall. Gosh, I mean, it's just, wow. It is truly chaos in here. But with all of that said, I think we can definitely move to, again, what really matters, which is the editing, where the editing takes place. Now, I actually have two desk setups in here. Reason for that is, again, I have one that is a standing desk setup, so I can stand if I want to stand. Again, if I'm doing email, if I'm doing meetings, that type of stuff, I really enjoy standing, trying to kind of work on my posture even more than ever lately because my neck's been driving me crazy. So standing desk is really important for that, and I've been trying to use that as much as possible. Both the standing desk and the main editing area are just on like Costco card tables. Again, they're super robust card tables. Don't really love how they look. I think if this configuration lasts, there's a good chance that those will get replaced with something I build more custom, but again, I've moved those desks probably like 20 times since building this shed. This has stuck the longest, but again, with my brain, there's no saying that that'll be the case. So, and then over here on this side, we have my keyboards. Again, I have not been very good at using them, but I wanted to do a lot more music this year. I have practiced and played a lot. Not yet feeling a ton of confidence to actually post as much content as I wanted with this stuff, but very therapeutic. And all of this is wired and able to go to the main desk over here where I spend most of the time. Again, when I'm editing, I really like to sit. Standing desk is for more of the softer type stuff. Editing, I can't edit standing, which drives me crazy because then I sit for so long, but I really need to sit when I'm doing editing and whatnot. So keyboards can plug in over to the main editing station in the back, which we will get to here shortly. This is just a big, let's see, I actually had to replace this recently. This is my newer, however you say that, light with like a nice photo softbox and a grid. This basically just sits back here all the time. It can rotate, so it can kind of tuck into the corner a little bit better if needed, or it can rotate out and be used for, filming videos. And of course, it's always set up in such a fashion that I can film desk stuff, which again, as an editor, is a lot of my content. So that is awesome, and I love that it is designed that way. Right below that, I've got my editing Mac laptop holder, stand, plug-in, docking station. I edit on an M2 Max MacBook Pro that I upgraded to recently when the Mac Mini was just kind of struggling to keep up for me. And I've loved that computer. I've got all kinds of I/O going into it so that I can do camera recordings, plug in my cameras. I've got my interface that's running this microphone that's, we're recording on that right now. I've got my MIDI USBs to run the keyboards in, hard drives, you name it, it's all plugged in back here. Various keyboards. We've got our Apple keyboard. We've got the Tour box, which we've been playing around with, and it's, I don't know, I'm not in love with it. And then monitor wise, I've got two LG monitors. One of them is significantly older than the other one, and it's kind of my old 27-inch ultra wide. I've got it on its side over here. I really like the super long side monitor for Finder windows and that type of stuff. And then we've got one of the newer 4K, I think it's like a 27-inch LG. Bought it recently because my old 27-inch HD died on me. It wasn't working, so bought this one. Wasn't too crazy expensive compared to maybe what I was thinking I would have to buy. So pretty pleased with that overall. I've got my speakers back here. I like to edit with speakers because my ears get tired with headphones and earbuds, so really like having speakers on the desk. And then of course we have to talk about it, sticky note wall, sticky notes. I love sticky notes. My pens are back here for writing sticky notes. Yeah, I love sticky notes. We got a whole area on the wall dedicated to those. Of course too, let's see, got our Star Wars Lego decor right next to the monitor to keep us motivated and nerdy and happy, which I love. And then, yeah, just lots of random decor, various Star Wars pictures, which of course I've accumulated over the years. The other thing I probably should have mentioned much earlier on in this video, kind of when talking about the build, is I did get insulation and I did get wood paneling for the walls to cover up that styrofoamy type insulation. Again, all this was from Home Depot, but I also ordered, I think you can see it. You just can't really see the definition because it's dark. I ordered these sound panels and basically coated the whole roof and as much of the walls as I felt was pleasant enough to the eyes with these sound panels to try to kind of make this space be not completely sound perfect, but definitely killed a whole lot of echo that I was really struggling with. And yeah, they're just like cheap. I think they're just like 12-inch by 12-inch foam pads. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely still a little bit of reverb in this space. But all in all, between the foam panels up top and lots of crap in here, definitely is a pretty awesome place to record audio as long as the generator isn't fired up and the air conditioner is not running. Oh yeah, then we got this chair. This was just a Costco chair. I will say, and I would tell this to anyone, I did re-put the wheels on this chair to be those really nice kind of like rubber skateboardy, not skateboardy, like rollerbladey. That's what I'm thinking of, type wheels. And for a space like this, if you're on concrete, if you're on hardwood or even carpet, I don't know, carpet not so much, but on a really thin rug with wood that's not super smooth, those wheels on that chair have made that chair like 10,000 times better for this space. The little cheap plastic wheels, not good. So definitely recommend that. This chair is not the most ergonomical. Bought it at Costco. Probably could definitely upgrade it, but it's the nicest chair I have ever owned, and I quite like it.
All right.
Well, guys, that's pretty much it. Again, I'm in here every day. I may have overlooked something, so I guess if there's something you're curious about that I didn't talk about, let me know. But this has been the Dorky Dad Editing Shed. Thank you so much to those of you who are subscribed. If you're not, consider doing that. Let me know stuff down in the comments if you got questions. Thank you to our members who get exclusive videos weekly. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm getting out of here. I got to get back to editing, so stay dorky, you beautiful humans.